I think managers need to learn how to take intelligent action. A lot of the time when I chat with clients or people in workshops, initially, they're taking unintelligent action. I want to share with you one shift that you can take that will enable you to go from unintelligent to intelligent action. Speak to you soon. Hi, Colin Boyd from colinboyd.com.au here, and I want to speak to you about what I call intelligent action. Now, what I'm not saying is that you're not intelligent, right? I understand that if you're reading this or listening to this, you're an intelligent individual. But I got asked a question the other day, and I was running a productivity program for an organization, and one of the employees asked me a question. They said, Colin, I find myself in the midst of tasks halfway through and realizing I haven't thought enough about my task. And I know this seems simple, but what I've done is I actually broke it down into the process that we use to get a task done. And this one little shift that I want to share with you can make the biggest difference in your productivity and the elegance and smoothness that you do in executing a project. So a classic example was me a little while back when I was going on a road trip with my family, right? So we've got a young son, so we've got a lot of stuff. I don't know about you, but as soon as you get a child, it just exponentially increases how much stuff you've got. But so I had about 150 bags, right? And I needed to get it into my car, and I just got into it. Like I was motivated, I was, into just getting on this holiday. And I remember packing everything in the car and stopping and just thinking, I don't have enough room. Now, I knew that I had enough room in the car, but by the way that I'd packed it, I remember my wife, Sarah, came up to me and she said, Colin, have you ever thought about how to put this stuff in the car, right? And I really hadn't. So now I know that's an extreme example, but I think sometimes we do that with our projects. Sometimes we do that just with our daily day at work. We get into work and we just get into the routine. We get motivated, we feel a feeling from like a limbic emotional feeling, and we just get to it. Maybe we go to our emails, maybe we get a call from someone, and we just start doing stuff. But really, I think it's unintelligent action. So unintelligent action looks like this. It's a feeling, right? It's a feeling, which is like a limbic emotional feeling. Then we act, which is a motor neuron action. Then we think after, which is cognition, then we learn, right? So it's kind of like feel, act, think. But really, intelligent action is one little shift. So it's feel, but you catch yourself. So you catch yourself in that motivation state and you say, no, I need to actually think here. So for example, you have a feeling, a strong feeling, like maybe you get a project and you think, I've got to get this done. And then you think, you use your cognition, you sit down, you plan. One of my friends, Dale Beaumont, amazing thought leader, and he says that spending time planning is worth like 10 times the amount than actually doing. So spending that little bit of time planning is so crucial. And so thinking for a little bit, then acting, then learning is, I think, one of the biggest things that will shift you from unintelligent to intelligent action. Simple, but impactful. So please like this and tweet it, and I've got a question for you. What would taking more intelligent action do for your productivity? So in your daily routines, what would thinking before acting just that little bit more do for your personal productivity? Love to hear it in the comments below. Speak to you soon.